Today's, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Mind of an Entrepreneur, where defining your purpose is wearing it with pride. Hey, I got some special guests on the thing. Now, this is some fellas that I met through a friend. Shout out to my friend Maximus for creating a connection. But let me tell you about these young men. One, they're entrepreneurial, they're hardworking, they're educated Black men. But on top of that, they ready to take off. The co-founders of the Takeoff Podcast, Stubs and Ad, I need y'all to raise your hands and make some noise for these guys right here. Bring them on deck. Let's go.
Move to the world.
What up, it's down, all the way live. It's all the way live. So it's one of those things where that I couldn't not get us together again because it just was too long ago. We had just recently shot a podcast not too long ago, and y'all had me on y'all show. And if you don't know, if you want to know what's going on in the background, this the official them rocking on with me on. So what better way to have them back in the building on the Mind of an Entrepreneur, where we're going to talk about we're a little bit more loose, we're a little bit more wild, but we always keep it in style. Hey man, I'm your friend, I'm your host, I'm your gentleman. I am Don P. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, or us.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having us, my man.
For sure. Now, a couple things I want to kick off. Now, first thing first, tell them about, first thing, how did y'all meet?
Through the job.
Through the job?
So met him through the work, divine intervention through the job.
Yeah, what line of work was y'all in?
Security.
Security. Oh, so y'all be whooping ass and taking names and watching the camera saying, listen here, young man. Or y'all be moving furniture, telling everybody get the fuck out the way because in the Mind of an Entrepreneur, we come from the club life, so it can get reckless out here. Now, how long have you been working together?
It's off and on. It's like he left and he just came back, so it's hard to say.
Y'all left and came. So don't tell me y'all had a breakup and then now y'all coming back. Is this?
I didn't want to say it like that.
It's a long story with that, man. We'll talk off here. It was a long story, but the friendship came. You know what I mean? It's still still what it is.
So what made y'all? So what was it about? What brought y'all together that created the bond of fellowship? Because a lot of times, as Black men, when we get into another speak energy, sometimes it's more confrontational and conflicting than it is camaraderie and connection without some type of religious or forced engagement. Meaning, unless you was at church or you was in jail, y'all really don't get along with each other like that. So what sparked that vibe to make y'all want to stay in communion with each other? To ultimately develop this camaraderie or great podcast that y'all have been developing. And now, how long has it been developing, by the way?
Consistently a year and about a month.
Mm-hmm.
But we started in 2020. We started in 2020. Our first few episodes was about the jab, and they took us offline.
The jab. Oh, so y'all was going ham on them. Hold on one second.
We was talking about, no, but people did it, and they took us offline.
Oh yeah, I know for a fact that being controversial in this era has been very, very challenging. Very, very challenging. But yet we're still getting the truth out. You feel me?
Yeah, about a year ago this time, I want to say YouTube and Facebook and a few other platforms, they sent us apologies. Like, hey, we're sorry for taking you offline. And I'm like, we could have had so many more viewers, so many more subscribers and everything, but we don't have anything.
Yeah, and it's crazy how they so did they give you a reason behind that?
Well, I just text them. The disinformation doesn't. Are you aware of the disinformation doesn't? The disinformation doesn't. Disinformation doesn't consist of 12 people like Rizza Islam. I want to say RFK Jr. and a few other people. They were saying, "Hey, don't get vaccinated, don't get jabbed," and because of that, they were getting taken off all social media platforms. Rizza Islam just got back on YouTube.
Yeah. Shout out to Rizza.
Yeah. Salute to him.
I
And
I mess with all his content.
Yeah.
And because and pretty much, I'm not gonna say we made it as far as to getting on the disinformation doesn't list. Our impact wasn't as big as theirs, but we were preaching the same message. Hey, we didn't really say don't get jabbed. We said be cautious and do your research. They still took it off. Back in 2020, if you wasn't siding with them, but pretty much they issued an apology. Said I got it in one of my old emails. It's like, hey, we're sorry for stopping your channel. Your information over time proved to be more accurate than what the leading information was at the time. Something
Basically,
along those lines.
When you tell the truth, they gotta hide the lie before they tell they come back with the yeah. It's interesting. During that time, I was in pharmacy school, so I was learning exactly how vaccinations was actually being created and how it worked, and that put me down the path of getting into gut health. So as y'all was preaching, I was learning, and folks was asking me the same thing, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, no, I'm not touching that because I know better now. And when you
can I ask you a question real quick?
Yeah, shoot.
You say you were getting into vaccinations. How exactly do you feel about the fact that they have to give you a jab of a small bit of chicken pox or hepatitis or whatever in order for you to build immunity? How do you feel just about that particular thing?
Well, that's how is so in school they actually tell us about the justification of it. So in our learning on like pharmacology 101, what they said is that the greater the greater good is higher than the sum of the few. So what that means is basically you're going to have to crack a few eggs to make that omelet, but it works to the greater good. So the few that are affected is going to save more than it hurt. And in theory, you just don't want to be the one. It's like in the streets, we don't want to be who want to be caught with a bag. That's what they tell you in the streets. Never get caught with a bag, but you still got to move to work. So it's one of those like when you get it from their perspective or from a wider perspective, you kind of be like, damn, that makes sense. Because that's literally what that's what all vaccines are. Is literally what they call it, natural selection. In that natural
social Darwinism,
Darwin theory. Yeah. They that natural selection is what it is. Some gonna survive, some gonna die. Only the strong will survive in every case.
So what if they just naturally give everybody a small shot of HIV? To me, when you still break it down like that,
Stubs, I gotta tell you this before we get to that part of the question. I did not hear you for the first 5 minutes of the show, so I gotta go back to Don P's question on how we met real quick. Real quick. Yeah, let me just talk about that for a minute. Now I couldn't hear anything he was saying, but yeah, we met through security. But as far as the podcast goes, that was actually Stubbs' idea to start this podcast.
Okay.
Just so you know, that was Stubbs' idea. But the name, I think I came up with the name, the Takeoff Podcast. It just randomly came to me. He said, let's just start a podcast.
And then, so in regards to the fact that y'all have similar work ethics, but two different backgrounds, starting with Adrian, what is your actual background in regards to the media podcasting space?
You want the long story or the short story?
We got nothing but time, brother. Talk to us.
Well, see, the thing about it, ever since I was a little one, I always wanted a camera. You know them big fat ass cameras with the big ass tape?
Yeah, love them.
Don't ask me why I wanted those. I just always wanted one. And then I got older. I watched a lot of movies, a lot of TV shows, this, that, and the other. And then later on down the line, I went to college, Wayne State, for broadcast journalism. And as I was doing that, I never even thought about editing. I never thought about touching the computer or nothing. But then as I started doing it, I'm like, this is actually kind of fun. I'm going to start it. And then later on down the line, I started my own YouTube channel, Adrian AKAD. And then, me and Stubbs, I started working with, we started working together. And then, I told him, look, I do YouTube, this, that, and the other. So, all right, cool. We need to start a podcast. He said, we need to start a podcast. I don't know, Stubbs, I don't know where you came up with that idea. But
Watching Corey Holcomb and shit.
oh yeah, that's another thing right there. We had another similarity of watching the 5150 show.
Yeah.
So that's how that started. They said, let's start a podcast. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. And then one day I look up stuff like, no, we need to start this podcast. I'm like, all right, well, what we gonna call ourselves? I said, let's call ourselves Takeoff Podcast.
No, we had a
we
few
said,
other
I'm like,
whack names first. I forgot the names first, but we settled on Takeoff.
I can't remember what they were.
No, you remember one of them was the Fishbowl Podcast. I remember something about the Fishbowl. So, we pulled questions out the Fishbowl, but then we were like, that kind of sounds fruity, so let's not do it.
The Fishbowl. I was thinking pimping, because you know how when they walk around with the "I'm gonna get you, sucker."
Yeah,
and
that
you
Fishbowl was
down
his
the
idea.
street with the fish in the feet.
Yeah.
The platform shoes.
Yeah, that's how it was. He came up with that. That was his idea with the Fishbowl, by the way.
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey,
no, I thought we sat on it. I was like, it just sounds like, nah, we could get attacked too easy with that name.
Oh yeah, they was gonna let. I would foresee them laughing at you like they laughed at my man in the movie, but you were walking strong to the mud.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know that actor name because he had a cane, didn't he?
Yeah,
his name was
the cane, the fedora, the whole nine.
Yeah,
he played Huggy Bear.
I see him. He been in a few movies back in the day.
Yeah, he was. I mean, he's a great actor. I don't remember his name, but I'm gonna find out and pull it up.
He's a comedian too, if I'm not mistaken.
He played in Everybody Hates Chris too.
He did.
Yeah, I think he was the neighbor. Or he was something.
He was the owner of the store that Chris worked at.
Okay,
I think you're right. I think you're right.
He played Huggy Bear, Starsky and Hutch back in the day.
Man, you know it all, man.
I told you I watched movies and TV shows when I came up.
Yeah, movie buff. So so loving to be in front of the camera and mastering the dynamics on that. Like I noticed that Stubbs was the media editor, like the technical part of it. Is that true?
No, because he has a separate channel, so he has to divide more of his time with his personal channel. All I work on is the Takeoff Podcast, so it appears like I do more of the work, but I understand that he also has a whole nother channel. So that's why it appears that way. So yes.
Okay. So how did y'all learn how to actually create those dope ass reels that y'all be producing and going viral and getting them numbers going crazy? Like,
can I start?
Come on, baby. Talk to
I don't even know this story.
I want to understand.
It's one word: practice. A lot of practice. A lot of trial and error. It was a lot. Hey, Stubbs, I can speak for the both of us by saying it was a lot of trial and error on both of us, right?
Yeah.
Because it was things that we were, and I got to give another credit to Stubbs for this. A lot of apps that he put me up on. It was a lot of styles I put him up on. Different stuff like that. So, it was a joint effort and, coming up with our own voice, coming up with our own style. Because there'd be times he'd be calling me, be like, hey, bro, you should clip this part. And there'd be times I'd be calling him like, bro, I think we should do this. Or this is how I think we should start the show. Stuff like that.
I do want to say the worst thing about uploading shorts is when we got to take them down, especially after they got views.
Yeah.
Like we had to, it's one I uploaded about Kira Noor. She's a porn star.
Yeah,
I spelled her name wrong. But it already had like 800 views and we just left it up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was dope meeting her because I got to meet her in person. Had got a picture with her. She smells so delicious, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I bet.
She her presence is that of a present as it is on the actual videos in the media and her performances. Like her energy is mastered. And whoo.
Can I ask you a question about that? Have you met your favorite porn star yet?
Oh, she was one of them.
Oh, she was okay.
she was definitely one of them. I was her. On that level, Bridget B is one of the ones that I really want to meet
Yeah, look that up. I don't know that.
She's definitely the powder. She's definitely on the powder kind, but she looks like a Barbie. She's built like a Barbie. But she's like beautiful. It's not many that I consider like beautiful, like period. Like I wouldn't give a dang. But she's one of them, and she's a mature
Mm.
woman. And another one was Haley
He was from
Davies.
back in the day, then, right? This Bridget B.
Yeah, she's a seasoned one, you know. And Haley Davies is in the current space, you know.
Mm.
But that's just those only two
If
on that spectrum. But on our natural spectrum, on this melanated ebony's level, give me a Jada Fire, please, Lord. Let
if
me
we
get
want to
out.
go, if we want to go back in the day, let's talk about Vanessa Del Rio.
Bro,
I'm taking in
that's
all these
who the
names.
freak I was trying to think of. Her performance skill set was exciting and classic, very
For real.
classic, authentic. You
I
know,
remember her. Yeah.
tell me about what has what what has been y'all experiencing um on your mastery of self in connection to maturing as a man, watching and learning the idea of intimacy to the understanding of what it is now as
I'm
a
sorry. Can
mature
you
man.
simplify that word? Can you simplify the question?
All right, so I was trying to be all philosophical with it, but let me keep it real, gang and G. You know, what was it like? What was the journey transitioning from a young man exploring your sexual energy versus maturing as a man, understanding what your sexual energy is now?
I
Well,
think I
if
got
I
an
can,
idea what you mean.
Eh, So for say it again.
I think I got an idea what you mean.
Yeah, go ahead and I'm saying it in a way where that uh interpret it how you feel and then respond. And I want to hear from both of y'all
can I go first?
independently.
Go ahead. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Like when I was younger, I was really a nice guy. I'm not gonna say flowers and opening doors because I ain't have a car, but I was still a very nice person. But
Uh-huh.
then one day I was like, I'm gonna deliberately be a savage for 2 years, and I dedicated 2 years of my life to deliberately being a savage.
Mm-hmm.
Side guy, and just man, I'm trying to hit, cutting straight into women, all that
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
and
yeah,
that
yeah.
that led me to understand, I guess, my opponents more, aka women, because
Mm-hmm.
most of them, that's what they're more receptive to. And then
Mm-hmm.
that's that not truly being me. After I got over those 2 years, okay, it's like now I have to find balance into being my true self, which is a very nice chivalrous guy, and being this guy who gets more reception from women. So now it's
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I'm in a weird place in my life. Like I'm going through what's it called right now? Senior retention with No Nut November. Like, and I notice usually
Mm-hmm.
when I'm saying I get more women, but women
Mm-hmm.
don't have control over me. Back when I was younger, a girl called me like, pull up, I'm on the way. But now it's like,
Mm-hmm.
call one of your other guys. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like sex. I mean,
Is that
it's
a
a beautiful
space of
thing and I enjoy it, but I don't let it control me. And that's the point. That's one of the moments I feel like men have to go through to become a man, a boy to a man. You have to stop letting sex control you.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's
I
my answer to the
agree.
question if I answered it.
I definitely agree with that. AD.
Well, for me, growing up as a young buck, I was the big kid. You know what I mean? And but the thing about it, I never had a problem with women. Women actually like the big kid, believe it or not. Maybe because
Okay.
how the way I carry myself. I'm talking about back in middle school.
Okay.
And of course, being the big kid, you get teased. Let's keep it 100.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, women never, girls at the time, that never was a problem for them. They were just always, you know what I mean? Always
Yeah, yeah.
wanted. They was curious. In other words,
It was
you know what I
because
mean?
curious. It was trying to find out if you was hanging or slanging, or you know
Oh,
what I
that
mean?
too. Yeah, that too.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
the one. Like I
yeah,
want to see like after school. You know what I mean? One of them
yeah,
type
yeah,
of
yeah, yeah. So,
one of them type of situations.
okay, so that in middle and young as a young buck, but so what was it like as you matured as a man? Like, how did it work out for you? Did you maintain that energy, or was it started to like were you starting to look at women in a different light, or now you had a different perspective? Like, what was the change? Was there any adjustments, changes, or how do you see them?
I would definitely say that when I started watching adult content, probably I want to say in middle school and high school, you
Yeah.
start thinking that's how it was, but
Yeah,
it
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
like that. It was, man, it's nowhere near like that. Come to find out, that was for sure. And then when I start to mature, as
Mm-hmm.
until in my 20s, more and more, it used to be like similar to Stubbs, pull up, pull up, pull up. And then when I started, when you start, I want to say getting more than what what I'm saying, what you used to, you be like, I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
chill out a bit. You know what I mean? It's sort of taking too much of my energy and my time. So I started to slow down and start focusing on more important things like working out, get my body in
Mm-hmm.
shape,
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that. So that's really, I want to say how I really matured, my sexuality, and especially as a man too. Another wise person told me this: it's not how many women you can get, but how many you can turn down.
Okay, okay.
You know,
That's definitely a thing. It's plenty what the OGs would say. They said a stable of one is a stable of none.
exactly,
You
exactly.
know. Now, with that being said, how many actual emotionally attached relationships did you consider having or had?
Like
I've
Come on.
only I've only been in 2 relationships my whole life. Like I've had girls I'm super cool with, and people think we in a relationship. But if I don't
Uh-huh.
straight up ask you, it's not a relationship. So I've only been in two. But to answer your previous question, because I didn't answer the other question either, the way in which I mature, one way I've never matured and I'm never gonna change is when I was younger, I loved ass. To this day, I love ass. Like that ain't changing. I
I wish
need
I had
that.
my
Like
buttons right here. I wish I had my buttons.
I don't got a lot of physical. One of my physically, one thing a woman has to have is an ass. If you don't, I'm not. You don't got to worry about me approaching you. So, but when I was younger, I think all black guys go through that light skin stage. I need a light skinned girl with curly hair. Like I went through that phase, and like now, I don't really seek out the light skinned girls. Like now, I'm even more about biology. Like, what's your blood type? Like, are you O negative? Like, I prefer my O negative dark skinned women because it's just that's that universal blood type, and that's a weird question to ask. So you got to wait till like the fifth hangout. What's your blood type? But
I never did do that about your Stubbs.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now I know if I need a transfusion, I know who to call.
No, I don't got O negative. I wish I did.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, yeah. What's going on, Don? Your mic, you
Hey,
muted yourself?
can't hear you.
I sure did. It went
There
red
you
on me
go.
that quick.
It's
So
all good.
that is amazing. That's an amazing place to be. But that's also like a very funny. That is a very funny question. Like, hey, girl, how fine is you? You so fine. What's your blood type?
You can't ask that the first date. That's like
You gonna run her
you're a
away.
creep or a stalker. You ask that
You gonna
about
run her
five,
away.
6, 7.
Hit it with that Dahmer energy real quick. That
Because I'm getting more into biology and understanding what counts and what don't count.
yeah. So now what really why is that important to you now?
Because I'm understanding genealogy more and
Okay.
tracing back our roots. It really matters. And also even sicknesses you can base a bunch of stuff off of people's DNA and genealogy.
Mm-hmm.
RNA too, the mother side, all of that. Everything can come down. Like you can just look at two people, get all their full charts and say, oh, y'all gonna have a kid with sickle cell. Like
Mm.
science is to that level now.
Yeah,
But most of
yeah.
us is out here just chasing, the physical beauty. Then when the kid come out coughing, then it's like, damn, it's too late. We should have did a little bit of research.
Okay, that
But
makes sense.
it's
That
always random events too. You can have two healthy people that can still, just something triggered in this child.
Yeah, it can. So that is true. That is very true that you can look at two visually aesthetic people and it can produce something not as aesthetically pleasing, or they can produce a very unhealthy or disease-ridden kid. I've definitely seen that in my lifetime.
And
And
lastly, let me say this too. Lastly,
yeah, go
the
ahead.
reason why you at least want to know somebody's background Because there's a lot of people out here related. Like, it's a lot of people. Everybody can heard a story about, oh, I almost hit my cousin. Everybody heard one of those type of stories. Ask a few questions. Don't just take her home because she look good. Ask a few questions. What's your last name at least?
Also, too, you got to know, because you don't know if you're really dealing with a woman or not.
Yeah.
Just saying.
That part. That 23andMe, and then there's a 23 and whatever the hell.
Could we talk about that for a brief second?
Go ahead.
I've been hearing about that. I've been hearing in a couple states, I don't know which one, that they say it's legal. It's legal for oneself to change the sex on their birth certificate.
It's legal?
Yeah. No, it's legal. In some places, yeah.
Legal?
Yeah. In some places.
In America?
Yeah, in the US of A, yes.
In Trump era.
No, this is before then. This is before this. No, this was going on for years ago.
This is years ago. Okay, because I'm like,
look it up.
On my screen it is saying recording error. Are we good?
I can still hear you.
Still recording live on my end.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Sorry about that.
Yeah, if it
So
blinks out. Yeah, so it's key to make sure you check for Adam apples, big hands, long fingers, extra long necks, broad shoulders. I'm making sure they got a spaghetti Betty. I'm looking for stretch marks and spaghetti Betties.
Yeah,
here's the problem with that. All that can be physically removed. That's the problem.
Yeah, it can be physically removed, but that's why I need the original ones. I need to know that I know that I know. If your belly don't look like a watermelon, I don't trust it at all.
But what if you never had kids? It's women 40 never had kids, so yeah, that's the defeat in that argument.
No,
but you know if something is right or not.
Feet and they still got some fucked up on them.
Have you seen a woman who is 100% a woman, but just because of her jawline, when she take pictures, she look like a transsexual? Because it's women, unfortunately, in pictures, they look nasty.
So you mean to tell me I'm going to try and guess instead of just saying next?
No. I'm saying just say next, but then hypothetically, if you meet them in person, like, oh damn, you are a woman. I'm not gonna say tell it to them like I thought you was a transsexual online, but it's all I'm saying is there are women, the way in which they take pictures, they appear like they could be transsexual.
Let me say this. Let me say this real quick. Let me just say this. Another old school gentleman told me this before. He said, "Look, if everything is too perfect, if it's too perfect, you'll see no flaw. Get out of there."
That part.
I don't know about that.
Like I'm not even. So it was a person at my job that I was trying to figure out, because I was like, they dress like a male, but they kept, when you turn certain type of way, they started showing like, damn, this look more feminine than masculine. I was like, this is one pretty ninja. But I'm like,
next time,
male or female? And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this? Like, this shit ain't making sense to me, because it's weird. Because like when I'm at work, you get a variety of people that's coming in and out of there. So I'm a clear, like, I need to understand my environment type of thing. It's not me looking at you like what's going on. I'm more of like what's around me, so I can move accordingly, because I know how I'm going to interact with you once I know what the hell I'm around. And that's just my Aquarius mindset, or just paranoia from being in the clubs. So because of that, I had to ask somebody who spoke to them on a regular basis to ask me like which one is it? Which gender is it? And they were actually female. They just dress very androgynous, very masculine, which is cool. It's all good in my book. Coco Chanel became rich off of that very very style, doing her time, now. Yeah. Hey, respect the hustle. It's I have no qualms against the Alphabet Gang and the Rainbow Gang at all. Do you? Because you know what I'm saying, I'm in my lane. I love it.
I will say I don't like the fact that y'all took the phrase Rainbow Coalition. That's Fred Hampton.
I'm about ready to talk about something else now.
Yeah, man.
Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about something next time.
Let's hit that. We're gonna put a hard pause on that one.
Yeah, let's talk.
So being in AD being in broadcast and journalism, and now y'all have a collaborative podcast and your own independent contract. What are the similarities and differences between the styles of podcasts and media that you put out there? What is the similarities and differences of that?
Between what we do and
And
what
the
I'm
takeoff, and then what you do independently.
well, I know on my channel, Adrian AKD, it's mainly like a comedy channel. I do comedy skits, stuff like
Okay.
that, based off people that that gets on your damn nerves.
Mm-hmm.
And on the takeoff, it's more so, just freelance, We just talk about, whatever comes to mind. We talk about different topics. We talk about different people, what's going on in the world, stocks, bonds, all that good stuff. So it's very different between night and day, but it also can be funny. It could
Mm-hmm.
be challenging. It could be it could be offensive to some people, but one thing is definitely not, it's definitely not boring.
I thought
Yeah,
you
And
was gonna say that. Bro.
that's cool. Am I wrong?
No, you ain't wrong.
Exactly. So it's definitely not boring. So you can get whatever you want out of it. It's all
okay.
perspectives.
So, and with the takeoff, I see that that's more of a variety show, and because y'all have a lot of intellectual, business acumen and um, music based personalities on there.
I'm sorry.
It's so diverse. What is the primary direction that y'all wanted to have with the takeoff podcast?
Exactly where it is. We wanted to remain in a space of you don't know what we're gonna do next.
Mm. Okay.
Like I think the word is omnitherious. Like we can be anything we want to be, or in Hebrew, Aya Asha Ayer, I will be what I will to be. So we can
I
be
see.
anything. We're not
I
one.
am that I am.
Yeah. Like I was just talking to him the other day. I was like, we've been doing a lot of adult content people. Like, even if we do get some more adult content people, let's hold off on their episodes and mix it up. Let's get an episode with a scientist or a restaurant owner. Like, we got to be mixed up so
We
people don't think
definitely
this is all we have to offer.
we definitely did. By the way, we did have a scientist. We had actually a few authors, which is another good thing. A lot of people don't. Not saying it's on purpose, but a lot of people don't really have too many authors on their shows. From what I noticed, and the one of the main shows that one of the main people that we love to have on our shows is people who do things that not mainly talked about. Like case in example, like yourself, an exoticpreneur. Like I never heard of that title before, an exoticpreneur. That's actually pretty clever and crafty.
Yeah, I ain't know what questions to ask you. Like exotic, I ain't know where to start. Like
Well,
it's
So yeah,
usually again you
I
hear
greatly
certain
appreciate
words like,
that.
"Oh, I'm in a restaurant," so you know how to approach it. But
yeah.
exoticpreneur, I was like, man, let's hopefully we get it right with these first three questions.
But you know what? The cool part about that is if it comes to something we don't know, it's basically on the guests to really express themselves the best way they can. Because we'll try to lead you to the to the promised land, but it's on you to get off the boat or get off the
Yeah,
ship or whatever.
That's
So
fair. That's
so
fair on that. That's definitely fair on that tip. I was able to articulate myself on your show where that people had a better understanding of exoticpreneurship in retrospect.
mhm.
Uh, but it's definitely a wide range of variety and abilities that people can explore down that lane, because at the end of the day, everybody's trying to figure out how to get a nut and crack it, so
by
to
the way,
speak.
I got the book right over there. I'll start reading it at work. It's actually, the introduction by itself blew me away.
Oh yeah, yeah. What you read? What part did you read on the
I
introduction?
read the introduction. Basically was talking about you talked a little bit about yourself. How you got involved, how you were a church kid, stuff like that.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
basically know a little bit about yourself and how you were able to develop yourself into the person you are right now.
Amen to that. Amen to that. I appreciate that. I greatly appreciate.
Get that book,
I
y'all.
greatly
Get that book, y'all.
that
Hmm.
I definitely appreciate that very much. So,
Oh, you
um,
are.
one of the things that I do explore is that so y'all, so what is it? So I noticed that on your show that y'all spend a lot of time edifying your guests. Where did that level of empathy and come from?
Can I start with that?
Go ahead.
Practice.
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 Hey, keep doing it over and over again until you get it right. Like get it right your way.
So,
And
what frame of
also,
mind do you be in?
Say it again.
So, what frame of mind do y'all be in to be able to dig deep into your guests' psychology and understanding to be able to connect with them? Because one thing I noticed about you, AD, is that you're good at hyping people up and really giving them their flowers up front, like really, really deeply.
tell them
Where
you
did
need to
they
do all the
feel
intro if you don't
inspired?
want to do it.
You know, you know, eh,
Well, I'm
where
sorry.
that where that Stubbs is really great at uh challenging your thought process in a way that makes them feel strong about their perspective, meaning like he will help you make sure you're standing on your authenticity and truth without offending you. And that's a very
Mhm.
unique talent, because me as a person, um it took me, and I'm still working on that skill set. It took me almost a decade to learn how to communicate in a way without offending you, because it's pretty obvious that you're a very highly intelligent man, and y'all read in a way where that y'all know that if somebody's lying or bullshitting them, you don't like say you wrong. Instead, you give them a way to you. It's like you coax them into a different perspective on your show, if they're, or even in person after speaking with you off camera. And I want to give you your flowers on that tip, just being good articulate men that actually communicate well, because brother, it's very hard, very hard, very hard.
I mean, I get
you
what
know
you. One thing I do though is, even though we're capable of having high level conversations, you always want to remain universal for the masses. Like if you listen
okay.
to Jay-Z 444, he talking about real stuff in that whole album, but he also gotta be palpable for the masses. Like
Okay.
you talk about, oh, I'm not black, I'm OJ, or I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. A lot of people
Mhm.
think it just rhyme, but for those who know, they see the layers in it, and that's again what we have to do. So, I always bring it down to, like, I appreciate what you said, but I do also bring it down, and I ain't gonna say offend somebody, but I may ask a straight up direct question. I just need to get to the crux of what you're really trying to say, so the audience can know if you're on the left or the right of a topic.
Okay.
I,
So articulate, what does that mean by left or right of a question? Is
Oh,
that
oh
like
no,
positive,
it just
negative?
meant like
Is
I just
that
want to know your standpoint on any issues or anything you somebody may bring up. We've had guests come on the show and tell certain stories, and the way they explained the story or expressed it, I was lost in translation mentally. Like, wait, what exactly are you saying happened? So it's like, break it down and simplify it. Even when you just asked the question earlier, hey, just simplify it. Sometimes it is for myself. Other times it's for an audience who may not be able to catch it as easy or quickly as Adrian or myself.
mm-hmm.
I will also say with me, what I like to do is bring out the personality of the guest too, and let people know that, look, they're people just like we are. They,
Mm-hmm.
they like the same foods, they watch the same movies, they listen to the same music. They're just regular people. They're just regular human beings. And hopefully by doing that, similar to what I do with my YouTube channel, I
Mm-hmm.
can get people the reaction to say to themselves, oh, I do that. I watch that. It's not just me. I thought I was weird. Something like that.
Yeah. So with that being said, what kind of music do y'all listen to? Like, what is your main genre? Like, if you was getting in the car right now, what is the first thing y'all hitting?
Depending on how I'm feeling. I mean,
I
it could
got
be
two
anything.
play, got
Huh?
two playlists. I got my Lyrical Miracle playlist, and then I like slow songs. I like R&B or indie, all that type of stuff.
Indie. So in the
Kareem
indie
Bailey
space,
Ray, like Kareem
Kareem.
Bailey Ray, Cleo
Okay.
Soul, Charlotte Day Wilson, Angela Bofield. These are all like singing artists. There's several. I like to sing when I'm alone. I can't sing for real, so when I'm alone, I love to do it.
You gonna carry that note on a piece of paper, or you gonna wear that sour? You gonna wear that shower out, huh?
Yeah, when I'm by myself, I sing, but around people, I know I can't do it, so I shut up. I can hum some shit though.
You gonna wear, like no one can see you. So I'm gonna, just so people know, right here, if you scan this QR code, it will take you directly to their website, and so that y'all can like and subscribe to the actual Takeoff Podcast channel. We're gonna make sure that people can actually be able to get on there. And
did you get that off my face?
No, sir.
Oh, you set it up? Oh,
yeah.
You're a whiz kid with that, man. That's a mastermind move. Thank you.
We're gonna do that, and that you can actually copy and paste that YouTube link directly. If you decide not to scan it, you can copy and paste right there, and they will be able to go directly to your page, like, subscribe, and enjoy the shows on there. Now, we're not done yet. I just want to make sure I plugged it in the show automatically.
Appreciate it.
So with that being said, so now that you're in that music game, and AD, you just said whatever I feel for the moment. So so you ain't got a main playlist like me. I have a main playlist based off of my environment. So my playlist is designed around my environment. So when I'm at work, I'm normally listening to salsa music.
Okay.
For some reason, old school.
You work on your feet. That's why.
Yeah.
I'm figured.
Who's your favorite salsa? What's your favorite salsa song that you know?
Mark Anthony. I can't pronounce that shit. But I'm about to pull it up though. Let me refresh this camera real quick for 1 second.
I can tell you mine. If you're still there, while you refreshing. Good evening, Stubs. How are you?
You remember Baby Bash? Got me lifted, shifted, higher than the ceiling.
I remember that.
Yeah,
you know what? Speaking of Baby Bash, it was another song I want to say he made with Akon.
I ain't know that. I got to look for that one.
It was back in the day, like 05, 04.
Let me see if I can find it now. I got my other phone right here.
I want to say he made one with Akon.
What song is it?
What's the one dude who made the song about
Baby Bash?
Say what?
Baby Bash. You remember Baby Bash?
Baby Bash? I don't know the name.
Sugar, that was the song.
What was it?
Sugar, Baby Bash.
Okay, yeah, I knew it was a song he made with Akon.
No, that's his song. I don't know the one he made with Akon.
I want to say he did, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. Oh, Akon was fictional. Don't quote me on that. But Don P, I got to tell you my favorite salsa song. Well, in that genre. I don't know if you remember the singer called Cecilia Cruz.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man,
I don't know what the
man, Cecilia Cruz. Her name, the name of the song, don't mean to butcher, but it's called Cumbaraca, something like that. Start with a Q. That's my
Cecilia Cruz. She very extremely popular. I'm just gonna pull her up on a camera real quick, just so you can see what she like.
That's her.
She's real hyper lady.
I love her music.
She matured, but she has some bangers. Do you hear me? That they play in everything. And she lives. I loved her music, and she lived a long time. She's from Havana, Cuba.
Oh, she's from Cuba. I never did know that.
Yeah, she's from Cuba. She was Havana, and like her jam. Yeah, Mark Anthony is my guy. He it's this song I play faithfully almost every day that when I go into work. It's called No Sambles Como Duele. And I don't know. I from listening to basically other nationality music gave me an appreciation of good music versus just hearing a beat or hearing like lyrics that doesn't speak to my soul. Cause that harmony, that vibration, that translate anywhere. You know what I mean? Because it's like if you
Are
listen
you
to,
bilingual?
I speak nothing but nigga and white.
No, the way you have been saying all these Mexican words, it's flowing so good. I'm like, oh, you got to be bilingual.
Yeah, nah. You know, I took notes from your friend's class on how to learn another language. I took those little key tips so that I can, because my goal is to learn Arabic and Spanish for sure. Because I went to
I
school.
want to do Spanish for sure.
Yeah,
Spanish is not a hard language to learn.
Yeah, well, say it to the one that know how to speak and not the one that don't.
I'm only saying that because I know how to say about 2 or 3 words. That's it. But a lot of cognitive words. That's it.
Yeah, I actually studied French in high school.
Yeah, me too. A little bit.
Yeah, I call myself trying to. I was going to Canada a lot though, so you know they speak French over there real heavy.
Up there in Montreal and yep.
Hey, so tell me about. Have y'all been?
Yeah, both my exes was from Canada.
Say that again.
All my exes was from Canada. I've never been in a relationship with a girl from America.
What? Wow! This guy.
I never did.
Hey, he jumped borders. He jumped borders.
I'm not saying I look down on the women from here, but you know, it's just over there. It's just
it's
you've been so the women they treat you different. It's a different level.
They're awesome.
Yeah.
What part of Canada are we talking about?
Windsor.
Windsor and Toronto was my hanging spots. Like, have you ever been to Carolina?
I was there. I was there this year.
Oh yeah, how was it for y'all? Were they treating you right? Was you doing them right? How you doing?
Of course, but hey, what I like about Toronto. What I love about Toronto is the women. Man, the women in Toronto, I don't know what the hell they got in the water up there, but the women in Toronto are beautiful.
Yeah,
they just all different type of races. And any type of race of woman you can see in Toronto.
Those Ethiopians, oh my goodness.
Man, what, bro? I was like, whoa.
It was the Egyptians for me. Them Egyptians and them Sunaans. I
thought you were gonna say Somalians. You said Sunaans.
And the Jamaicans.
Yeah, I mean, you want some fire, but you want some spicy on your head. Woo. Yeah. They're fire.
You see how they twerk, bruh? Man,
you can tell they like to naturally hip wine more than twerk if it makes sense.
Yeah, slow wine. Yeah.
Well, you know, that's our natural culture. That was not a how they tried to make it in America low vibrational stuff, but it was it was a part of our culture before it turned into twerking, so to speak. That was a normalized natural dance for expression of joy, just like the men who dance and do the like that one, and that's what was the name? I think that's Sunayan. That's Sunayan too. The Sunayan dance, male dance, because that's a joy dance and celebrated dance. I can celebratory. That's the word.
Most dances get tension out of your body, you know. So it's just good to dance and move around, get rid of anxiety and a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, even if you're twerking, it helps with your lower spine, believe it or not.
It helps in a lot of ways.
For me, and I don't know why you're doing
it. Plus, it hypes you up too.
Yeah. Like, can y'all dance at all? Like, any type of dance? Like 2-step? What we doing? 2-step?
I do the line dancing a lot. I line dance a lot.
You line dance?
Hell yeah.
Like, are we talking about like
easy hustles though?
Are you talking about like the ballroom hustle? Or
ballroom.
Like line dance, cowboy style. Give me
No. I would like to learn that. I have never been to a rodeo, but I will go.
Yeah, they got them boosted ground shows that's been happening around the city. This one couple, Tiara and her husband, they put them together and they do well. It has a great following and a great show out because you know, our history is that we were the original cowboys. You know,
it is.
Yeah, we're the original cowboys before it got, taken over, and then we just took it back and
like rock and roll
showed.
and everything else.
When you look at
Country
Bill
music, all
Pickett,
that.
remember Bill
Say that
Pickett?
again.
Remember Bill
Bill
Pickett?
Pickett.
Yeah, he
No,
created
educate.
something called bulldogging, which led into something called the rodeo.
Okay. Bill
Yeah, look him
Pickett.
up. Or William
Yeah,
Pickett.
Bill
And what's
Pickett.
his name? The Sundance Kid, Billy the Sundance Kid, or something like that. He was actually a black kid.
Yeah. Yeah, he was one of the best. He was one of the best. I believe the one of the best artists. And
One of my favorite cowboys is Bass Reeves.
Bass
I heard the
Reeves.
name. I can't recall the story right now.
If you look him up, he's a black cowboy. He was a slave at one time, his story was a little different. Was his story? You know how some run away to slavery, like with his head down. He said, "No." He told his master, "Before I run away, I'm gonna beat you up." And that's exactly what he did. He beat his master up and ran away. Became actually a sheriff. If you look him up, he had that long mustache, long thick mustache.
Yeah, say
Bass
his name
Reeves.
again. Bass Reeves.
Bass Reeves. Look him up.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely look him up. We're gonna pull up. So y'all. So what would y'all consider yourself? Militant, pro-black, or historians of black excellence?
I personally don't like to huddle with I feel like offense and defense should never huddle together. So certain questions like this, I just don't answer publicly.
Okay.
For
That's
me,
me though.
all
Because
the
it's
above.
always opposing people watching. You ever hear watch a interview and they like black people need to come together and then right there on the live they be talking about plans and shit. And then mind you, the man is listening in and they can plot against it.
Amen. Understood.
But that's my answer to the question. If you want to answer it, he can. I'm not answering.
I want to say this in order to what's the famous saying? The famous quote is the ones who don't understand history is the one doomed to repeat it.
That's true.
Okay.
So I'm the kind that I'm not just transparent when it comes to just our history, but just a lot of other histories at all. Because it's a lot about history that we've been lied to. And even to this day, I'm learning more and more about stuff that we've been taught through school or even taught in general that I found out that was a lie. But it don't surprise me. It don't surprise me at all.
Like, so educate me on something that's I would say safe enough for you to say without implicitly implying yourself that you found out that was a misrepresentation of what they were promoting back then.
You want to go first, Stubs, or should I?
I'm trying to think. You can go first while I'm thinking.
Well, I'm not gonna go into details, but it's a particular movement that happened back in the day that I realized didn't go down the way that we thought it did. You know, it was a lot of. I don't want to get into that, but it was set up to make it look like something that it was not.
Okay, like we can't without being too specific. Could you at least elaborate on like the organizer?
Well, the best way I can put it is it was something that happened that orchestrated something, a group of people not to do anymore, but it's been done more than once, and it happened down south.
Oh, that's a lot.
In other words, somebody was orchestrated to be positioned on a moving vehicle that that actually worked for an organization that set that up to have more media attention to it than the average bear, because it happened more than one time.
I know what you're talking about. Okay.
You know what I'm talking about. Okay, now you catch my drift.
I'm about as lost as the kid on the day.
You want me to go ahead and say it, bro? I'll go ahead and say it. I don't care. The Montgomery bus boycott.
Outcast, just like an outcast.
The Montgomery boy. I already said it. It's the Montgomery bus boycott.
Yeah, the outcast with the song.
It's a lot about that movement that we have no idea that was actually set up to make it look that way. But I digress.
And it was a young lady who was younger than her and pregnant who did the exact same thing. But they didn't. But because of the image of you're underage and pregnant, they didn't want to have that be the image of a black woman resisting. Which I get.
So can it safe to say that propaganda can be used effectively to inspire change as well as regressively to take away?
You're killing me, man, because I want to go so deep into this topic so much, but I can't do it. I can't do it. But you're right.
Because I did read the book on propaganda, and it was actually brought to me by it was actually introduced to me by two different people from two different walks of life, and their perspective from it uh made it unique to me because now I'm experiencing a right brain, left brain opportunity to decide on how to use it for good instead of for its original, which instead of its original negative intention of mass manipulation. And that's not to slight. I'm about to pull up the author of propaganda. That first I gotta spell it. See, this is why
I
you
do want to
love
say to
hey,
answer a few of your earlier
propaganda.
questions.
Uh-huh.
While you're looking it up, to answer a few of your earlier questions, you said about something about should we militarize and other stuff. I just want to say you definitely want to keep that pew pew on you. Your arm, keep an arm on you. Don't keep a gun on you. Keep an arm.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And as far as the other thing about, I think you said something about people covering up stuff. When you do your research into slavery, you got to really find out most of these slaves did not come from over in Africa. Most of them were POWs they were Indian tribes that most of the men got killed. And as they ran off, they just captured them and threw them in what's the word I'm looking for? On plantations. And a
Okay.
lot of these plantations, the actual building, the actual main house was already owned and occupied by indigenous people. They think Indians lived in huts. No, Indians did not live in huts. I mean, I'm not gonna say they didn't have huts, but those were like just for like travel when they were traveling. It's like hey, this is what we use when we're traveling from the East Coast to West Coast. But we had like big houses. A lot of those what's the word? Plantation houses were actually here before the people came from overseas.
That was
And then
previously built.
look at Chicago, look at the World Fair. Those buildings been built. Like if you do your research on a lot of buildings, even here, I want to say the Guardian building here in Detroit they don't have the date and when it was constructed. It's a lot of buildings that have been here for a very long time. That's me though. That's me though.
Like, well, construction as a whole, that the architecture was already that mindset, that math set was established way beforehand. So that mastery of creative building, how it translate was where that now there's no way in the world that you can stake claim to something that came natural, even with no formal training. And the name of the book, propaganda, was written was about Edward Bernays, and he was the guy who popularized
I know who
the
you're talking
term.
about, Edward Bernanke. I read that book.
Yeah. It was because he was really a public relations guy.
Yeah, I know.
Who
I know.
So the book is called Propaganda?
It's called Propaganda by Edward Bernays. So the guys, so
Yeah,
when I read the book and understood how he moved, which was the understanding human nature in his psychology behind it to motivate a group of people to follow a line. Now, it's used derogatively or negatively due to the fact that it's to steer people away from themselves. But the man that introduced it to me the first time, he used that same psychology to inspire people to better themselves. And the irony about it is that one, it works, but two, these were two Caucasian men before our high level conscious guy 19 Keys reintroduced the book to my awareness, where I was like, dang, they read it and they used the psychology to help people better themselves, but most other entities used it to just get us away from ourselves and condition us our mindset to stay less than instead of greater than. And now that that's pretty obvious, now is nothing to deny. It's very blatant because they know they got the majority. it's good to know it for the reasons of advertising and marketing, which is how I understood how to leverage that mindset and skill set to inspire the masses, to inspire the selected few. Now, I'm not focused on mass.
You never
Uh,
should be 5%, 10%, something like that.
I'm more focused on like just getting 10%. 10% is amazing too. Which brings me back to based off of y'all entertainment knowledge to personal development knowledge. What has been your personal principles that y'all are non-negotiables when y'all pick a guest and or decide to engage with them outside of the show?
Well, I would say with me, you mind if I go first?
Go ahead.
One thing outside of the show, never mix business with pleasure. You know, because
Okay.
sometimes you might come across that, that one that catches your eye, and no, gotta cut that. No, this is a business. This is not social. Another one is when I'm talking to somebody, and I can't speak for Stubbs, but when I'm talking to somebody, I can usually pick up on your vibe to see if you're on some
Mhm.
bullshit or you ain't. Because there's been a lot of times where we talk to people that we can tell they ain't really serious about, you know, being on. So by
Mhm.
that time, we just had to, cut you off. Like, hey, too bad. We're not mad at you. It just is what it is. Maybe this ain't for you.
We had a girl a long time ago was supposed to be on the show, and she just kept playing so many games with AD because he was the one setting up that. And he even came and called me one day, like, bro, we're not gonna have her on. I'm not answering no more of her calls and click. Like
And
she was a grown, I want to say she was older than us, but she was playing little girl games, and he was like, we
she
ain't doing
was.
that. Yeah.
Also, there was another person that Stubbs was talking to that was asking him a whole bunch of questions about him being on the show, this, that, and the other. And then he picked up an injury like that, knowing damn well, this
Yeah.
ain't, he ain't feeling it. He's not really feeling it. And that's okay.
Yeah.
But like you said too, I don't mix business with pleasure. Like we got a few episodes supposed to be coming up. I'm like, yo, don't try to do something when we cut these cameras off. But I don't mix business with pleasure. And just I don't mind vaping or even if you want to drink, but no cigarettes. I don't, no
Mhm.
cigarettes. If you want to do it outside. If you want to take breaks, we can take
Mhm.
breaks. And
Mhm.
people who I feel like might be bipolar or have a burst of violence. Because
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
we're not insured right now. I'm just gonna be honest. So wait till we get insured. And if you want to tear some shit up, all right, I'm gonna hit that account.
Right.
And also, I would say this: it don't mean that we won't pull up to your restaurant or we won't pull up to some type of function you got. But that don't mean that we'll do that all day. It's just certain lines, certain boundaries you gotta have that we can't cross.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I had a guest a while ago, and there was a few questions I really wanted to ask, but I felt like they would have snapped and got really mad, so I held back because I was like, I don't want you tearing my
Mhm.
shit up. But come to
Right.
find out later in that podcast episode, that person was super cool, and they probably wouldn't have snapped. So now I'm like, damn, I
Mhm.
should have asked that question. We could have got another moment out of that. Who knows?
and a
Mhm.
lot of times too, with people you can't read them. That's not like bro said. That's not who they are. It could be nerves. It's the first time on the podcast. They don't know how to
Mhm.
react. Cameras on, lights on them. And they just have a lot of nerves. And sometimes we might
Mhm.
pick up on it wrong. So that could be on us too.
Like
Okay.
even when you came on our show, we sat back for at least because we've had about 2 or 3 episodes where as soon as somebody walking in the door, we filming in 2 minutes, and I'm like, let's not do that. Let's at least wait. Give us 10 minutes. Everybody settle in. See if people phones off. Talk to them. Chop it up. Just to ease the tension. Even if you are somebody we know, a homeboy or something, still like let's just mellow out. Let's bring the energy down because it's gonna build up throughout the show. But let's just be calm.
hmm
That's
And then after the show, they'd be like, "Hey, that was fun. I can't wait to do it again."
Yeah, we honestly once we cut a stop with the podcast, that's kind of when the real conversations happen. A lot of people stay an
hmm
extra 30 minutes to, I think we had a guy stay an extra 2 hours just talking. And I was like, damn, I want to cut these cameras back on.
For
yeah.
real.
As a rule of thumb, normally I keep the cameras rolling until y'all leave. Actually, like walk out.
Yeah.
When especially when I have people coming to the private studio, um, before everything changed. Yeah, we would have it in. I kept them bad boys going because sometimes, like you said, a lot, like actually 70, 80% of the times, They give you way more juicier connections and content that's usable.
Yeah, we have
Once the
people
camera's
telling
off.
us stories they said they can't tell on nobody podcast, and I'm like, dang, that's a real
Mhm.
good story, some juicy stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Because yeah, I understand that some stuff just can't come to the light, especially depending on the level of celebrity that they may have or not have, but the people who know,
Mhm.
and if you still live, if you still local or very reachable, you know, you don't even it ain't even worth coming there. So on this journey that y'all that as podcaster, content creators, media moguls, and uh future multimillionaires
Oh,
in
definitely.
this game, you know, what are some of y'all what are your actual financial. So there's a part of the show where we talk about the 6 daily habits. Now, 6 daily habits um are is the self habit, financial habit, um, business habit, relationship habit, health habit, and spiritual habit. And out of those habits, I've discovered, and I like to ask every guest on here, which habits and how do they implement those habits to move them to their path to greatness. So again, just for AD, because I see you popped in and popped out. There's a part where we go through the Mind of the Entrepreneur 6 daily habits, and your scale of importance to your path of greatness. And the 6 daily habits are your self habit, your financial habit, your health habit, your business habit, your relationship habit, and your spirit habit. And do y'all practice any of those? If any, share the ones that you have already committed to discipline, and the ones that you're aware of that you want to work further on.
I will
Well,
say
I
as
would
far
say
as
with me that one thing that's got to be for sure, for sure. I'm going to work out. I'm going to
Okay.
the gym. I'm going to find a way where I can put my body in some type of motion where I can, work out the kinks.
Okay.
Uh, if it's not from a walk, a bike ride, a run, or even a stretch, I'm
Hmm.
going to work. I'm going to work out. That's no ifs,
Okay.
ands, or buts about that.
Why is that?
Well, I think it comes from my background. Growing up as the fat kid, or growing
Hmm.
up as that later on start getting into fitness and start losing weight, start dropping weight. I got addicted to it. It became a lifestyle more than it did just a routine.
Hmm.
And then later on, through me having a I don't like to use the word illness, but me being diagnosed with kidney failure, it
Hmm.
became more important than ever to really take care of myself. Because
Hmm.
the worst thing you can do is be in a position where you can't defend yourself, or you can't get
Hmm.
away, or you can't, do something that requires some type of physical activity. So I don't
Hmm.
ever want to be in that position where I can't, do something that, I could have just been working on this whole time.
That makes perfect sense. So your health habit is paramount.
Absolutely. It got it. I was in the gym today.
Okay. Are you lifting heavy, or are you just or calisthenics, CrossFit? What's your thing?
I haven't gotten to CrossFit yet, but I definitely do calisthenics. I definitely do the push-ups. Cardio is my favorite thing to do. I got to sweat, because sweating, people don't notice, but your skin got a detox. You know, a lot
Right.
of times when people have skin problems, they don't sweat. Sweating is the most important thing
Hmm.
in your skin, because you got all type of lotions on your skin. You have cologne, you have body spray, or just what you're exposed to on a everyday basis: air, smoke, stuff like that. You
Hmm.
got to sweat. On top of that, too, it promotes hair growth as well. You have to sweat.
Hmm.
You got to open the pores up. That's how people get sick all the time.
that boy
Well,
good.
clearly I wasn't
No,
sweating. Clearly I wasn't sweating at all, because you see ain't nothing up top here, boy. I was not moist at all. I was hiding. I was trying to stay cool too long. Look, nothing. Look at y'all, full head of hair.
Oh
Stubbs
man,
got a whole long, whole
oh man,
twist
this a
up.
this a this a this a piece, man. This a piece.
you got a
No,
Man,
wig on,
stop it.
Stubbs?
Man, you seen that crispy line up? That boy slid up. Look, you
it's a
said there
piece.
ain't no
And I
razor,
said,
bro, nigga. That's the razor blade, boy. He
it's a
said,
piece,
listen, I
man.
see the barber, brother.
It's attached to the hat.
Barbers. Barbers are still in business because of you, sir.
No,
They've been dying lately because we either bald or long hair don't care. So they
people been getting them tattoo hairlines too. Them tattoos now.
Yeah,
The ball fade
just let
tattoo.
it go.
Yeah. But no, for me to answer
I'm
the
a firm
question,
believer. Just let it go.
for me to answer the question, I will lean towards spirit habit. Believe it or not, I meditate a lot. Like a lot of people don't know that. I spend a lot of time just deep in my thoughts. Like the first 3 years I was meditating, I don't even think I was doing this successfully. I would just close my eyes and just think that was it. Like what's supposed to happen? But once you start to do some type of like Taoism or internal alchemy, you access different parts of yourself. And it's like you get to a point where you can, without moving, you can feel your heart beating, you can feel your blood flowing, you can just feel your body. And then once you like start really meditating in your mind and not just throughout your body, you access different stuff.
So could you, if you're capable of sharing with the people, what were some of those spiritual enlightenments that you've had?
I don't want to go that deep into it, but you ever just have a grandma and she tells you? Well, I'll say this: have you ever had like somebody in your family? They say certain things like, "Oh, grandma used to be able to have paranormal events, like she used to be able to see dead people or the future or this or that." To me, I feel like I got that, but it's very, very, very slight because I got to meditate even more, even on a deeper level, and it just get me better. Like again, now that I meditate. It's like I can sense demons on people. So again, I'm not mad at people. You have a better understanding of people. Like I understand, like you were meant to do that. Like this moment is like canon. It was supposed to happen, even if it was a mistake to you or you did it deliberately. I had to experience it. So you kind of become more passive, if that makes sense. Not weak, just passive.
There you go.
Yeah. Passive. So it seems like I would see like you developed a higher awareness of empathy, understanding their person's plight due to the fact that you can read their aura, so to speak, and develop a better perspective on how to engage with them, which is amazing. What is that? So because of the spiritual side of that, how do you eat? How do both of y'all eat? I want to start with Stubbs and then go to UAD. How do y'all eat to be able to maintain your health at that level? And in this case, maintain your spiritual IQ and awareness.
Well, I eat a bunch of. Let me work that differently. I consume a bunch of herbs via teas. I just went to the store called Goddess Herb. I go up there. I try to go at least once a month, grab some herbs. Even what I was drinking here right now was a metal detox tea, and a lot of fruit because it's my understanding that you have to eat based off of your biology, and a lot of melanated people are only really meant to eat fruit. We're not really meant for the dairy products and the meat protein. But I do slip up a lot because shrimp is my favorite food, so I definitely slip up a lot.
But you eat cookies.
And cookies, yeah. I had some Oreos about less than a month ago. I had the Oreos with the Reese's peanut butter in between it. So I'm not gonna lie.
I still didn't get a chance to try some. I gotta give me some while you playing.
Oh yeah, there's at the dollar store.
They had the dollar store?
That's where I got them from. Dollar store, CVS, one of them.
Oh, say less.
I ain't buying online.
Hey, I mean, I'm a cheesecake man, so I like cheesecake and apple pie.
Hey, my guy. That's what I'm talking about. By the way, as a side note, I just realized they got a cheesecake place on Livernois. I'm definitely gonna try. I don't know when they open it up, but I'm definitely going down there.
Livernois on what?
It's not a side street. It's right there on Livernois. I want to say it's near that CVS right there before you get to the Avenue of Fashion.
Well, if you're trying to roll, let me know, man. We can.
Hell yeah, I'm trying to roll.
I got gas in my car.
Somebody motivated around here. We talking about.
I'm not gonna eat that, but I've been trying to find like a good apple pie. If you know anybody do apple cobbler or apple pie, let me know.
Man, anybody who catch this episode, if you make some apple cobbler or apple pie, look, hit us in the comments because we trying to pull up or pay for a mail and ship it right with the free with the ice. So it's a refrigerated ice, so it stays fresh the whole time. Like practice y'all shipping skill sets, please, for my entrepreneurs that just try to just deliver like like they don't got no sense. Like think about that for a minute. Moving forward on that
Mhm.
tip. So AD, what
So,
do you eat? We
well, I like my cheesecake. I mean, if that is if I want to eat that bad. I gotta give another credit to bro. He did put me up on a lot of herbs myself. It's a
uh-huh.
lot of herbs I'm trying. A lot of teas I'm trying. Also, a
Hmm.
couple years ago, I just got into juicing. Not
Okay.
juicing, but juicing. Juicing my fruits and
Oh,
Uh-huh.
veggies.
good.
Yeah, I ain't in that type of juices, but yeah, I juice a lot because I noticed like you can actually reverse heal yourself when you start to juice your fruits because the blend of the fruits and the vegetables hit your blood system quicker than how you were if you were to eat it. So
Okay.
definitely do that. I'm not a big red meat eater. Sometimes I do eat red meat because I need the protein. Sometimes I go on a protein deficit and I
You
gotta
don't need
Hmm.
do
that.
that.
Plant protein, man. Plant protein.
But maybe
Yeah,
I
you
just want a
got
steak. How about that?
Yeah,
How
say
about
yeah.
that?
that. Yeah.
How
Be
about that?
real.
I
Say
just want a
that.
steak sometime. God damn it.
Say that.
Let them know. Let the streets
God damn it.
know.
Man.
I'm
I
just
ain't
I just
got
like
you.
people to
just
talk for
keep it
real, man.
real.
Don't be fake. Talk for real. Say you want to
Yeah,
stay.
you know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying.
want
Maybe
to
I just want
stay.
a steak sometime. But I'm not a big,
Uh-huh.
like I said, I don't eat it every day. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Also, I gotta drink my water. My water, hey, water is important. Please start drinking
Mm-hmm.
water because I can tell whether or not you're drinking water or not based on
Mm-hmm.
your face. Face ain't clear.
Uh,
You're not drinking water.
Mhm.
I thought you was gonna say you could smell it.
You can smell it
Yeah.
too. You can definitely smell it. I'm just saying you can definitely smell it. But also too, I do drink coffee, but I don't drink that Folgers Maxwell House crap. Nah, I drink
Uh-huh.
the Arabic coffee, the real Arabic blend, the coffee that
Okay.
make you like this instead of crash you at the end of the day.
Get you some
Okay.
mushroom coffee. I keep hearing that. That's good. I don't mess
I
That's
with
got
caffeine, but I hear
great.
it's good.
That's
I got
great.
that too. I got that
Uh
too.
yeah, Supermind. I end up subscribing to 19 Keys Supermind. I done try Rays. I done try Every Dose. They dang near all they overall they taste the same to me.
Mhm.
I'm not a coffee drinker as a whole. Like I just never like that bitter thing in it. For some reason, it just disrupts the mess out of my digestive system. I'm actually a primary tea drinker, like heavy tea drinker.
I'm the
Um,
same way too, but it depends on how you make it.
yeah,
It's a certain type of way I make it where it don't mess up my stomach because I had the same
yeah,
problem.
Is
yeah.
there? Don't
Say that
19
again.
Keys got a product called Gold something or something Gold?
Oh yeah, that goldy thing. That's that liquid gold. Yeah,
Liquid
I
Gold or
mess
something
with
like
it.
that?
Yeah, I mess
I
with
just
it.
thought you've tried it before because I've been wanting
Yeah, I
meaning
mess
to
with
get
it. Yeah, yeah,
some. Okay.
yeah. I mess with it. He had a good. He told he transparently let us know where he sourced it from, and when I did my own research on a place that he sourced it from, I was willing to support it because that's the when you get supplements um from any kind, it is just like in the streets. It is the purity of the product is what makes it work, and where you get it from matters. You know,
Mhm.
which is one of those reasons why I was very apprehensive of taking any type of street uh unauthorized street pharmaceutical um products. Because you literally, unless you was there and know that how they get it or where they get, you have no idea. There's no regulation on its authenticity and purity, unless you getting it from a referral from one of the people that do it on a regular basis.
So
So
you
the
don't know what
fact
you're
of the
taking.
exactly. So the fact of the matter that 19 Keys and um Every Dose was very animate on showing how they're sourcing their products. Uh, and I love Ray's for their coffee. Um,
Mm.
it made me make my decision more better because that's really, if you don't know where it's coming from, why would you take it? in most cases, you
Yep.
know. And that's just my rule of thumb. If you could tell me where you got it from, I'm more inclined to try you than you sitting here giving me shifty eyes. It's, my homie or my boy got it to me. Nah, you know, you know,
Absolutely. What's your
that's just
favorite cheesecake, by the way?
strawberry swirl, bro. Strawberry
Okay.
cheesecake all day, every day. Like
Okay.
I done tried them all. I done tried the caramel. I done tried the Oreo, the chocolate chip, the watermelon, the original. I don't know what is it about that strawberry frap, whatever the hell, that strawberry strudel shit. It's something
Yeah.
with that just do it for me. Ugh.
I
Just
like
every time. What about
Reese's,
yours? You like
Reese's
Reese's?
and s'mores.
S'mores? I haven't tried the s'mores yet.
Somebody got it for me for my birthday last year. Now I gotta say that, hey, it's top Reese's.
It's top of Reese's. So that
Mhm.
that tells me. So what is your star or zodiac sign astrologically? Like what's your born days?
Man, we told you
Yeah, you
Libra,
told
man,
me,
we
but
Libra.
now you over
I'm
here.
thinking
So
about
tell
making
the
a short
people.
of that moment too. The other day I was like, the other day I was like, I should make a short of the moment when you asked us and we told you it was Libra.
Yeah. So y'all balancing the scales, but on two different times.
2 days
Yeah.
apart.
And that's interesting. Y'all, it's like y'all, but y'all two different points on the scale as your
Wait, you said you're
personalities.
Aquarius or Gemini? What are
I,
you?
I'm an absolute Aquarius, full blood, full
See, I don't
Aquarius.
know nothing about Aquarius, but let me ask you this, since you seem like you might have some knowledge. What do you think of Libra women?
Ooh, well, my mother's a Libra, so they're they like money a lot. They
You
Might
like,
be
sure it's not all of them?
huh?
Sure it's not all of them?
I would never say all, but majority. They they they
Okay.
they
now.
definitely
Are
like.
you biased because your experiences with your mom, or this is just the actual Libra woman you know?
No, oh no, I dated a lot of Libra women. I actually, the thing is, I get along with them as long as I maintain my position with them. And what I to clarify what that means is that my experience with Libra women, women like to dominate a relationship if you're weak at any case. Like you
I
have
don't
to
believe this to be
maintain.
true. They lied to you about
Um,
their zodiacs. That's not true, man. You got false information.
I hate
No,
to
this
say
is
it.
me experiencing them. This is me
All right.
experiencing them. That the way they challenge, because like if you're a person that's like in your shit, if your shit is together, they're very accommodating and cordial with you. They're very good with that. But if you're out of balance or if you're not together, they're on your ass. Like they get the reckless with you, get the talking crazy, get the real woo.
I,
I
I
never.
hate to say it, but that's women in general. Majority.
No, some are very like my Leo women. I get along with them so well. They are so
Lions?
supportive. Leo women. I've never, and I spend time with. I've dated every. Now that I learned what dating was, because I didn't know what dating was. I was just hanging just because I wanted to be around the energy. I didn't think of it as a date, but in their mind, it was dating. So we'll go
And
with
what
that
does that
word.
mean to you? Dating.
Huh?
What does
Uh,
that mean to you? Dating.
It means it. Well, now that I'm mature, it means intentionality to me now. It
Okay.
means like I'm trying to get to know. I'm getting to know you intentionally for some type of major development. Like versus I just wanted to just be around you. So and I had no problem covering the cost if you didn't have it. Because I'm asking you because I want you to be, I want to experience you just because I have no intentions behind trying to get in your butt or trying to get up. I just want to understand how you think because that's really my turn on. I care about how you think. Or is your mind right? Because the body is together.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But if that mind
Yeah.
ain't right, I have zero interest in
But you still got
Facts.
to get your fun in, because I've had women like that physically you look good, mentally you're not my type, but I still gotta get, I wasted a little bit of time with you.
Yeah, when I was younger, but bro, I'm only going to say from my end as over 40, once you get to that place of peace, like that real peaceful space, I don't want the sexual transference that comes by me giving you this business and then you transferring that whatever nonsense is on you because your mind is not in alignment, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that feeling is great, but that headache is worse.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Because a headache lasts longer than that
it's
feeling.
only because I grew out of it, because I did experience enough of them from different walks of life, different eras, different sizes, that it's like, okay, I'm good. I can now pick and choose, quality over quantity. And I do say that in my book about that explorative space that men and women do go through but must experience. I feel that's a must, versus the public opinion of not reserving yourself on a high level. Of course, obviously, women have a higher risk of taking on too much energy too soon if they don't have their principles and their and spiritual alignment together. However, if they open themselves up to not to actually spending more time with the man uh outside of the physicality, so when the physicality do come, they've already touched on those areas. So when it's time to explore, if y'all in that same yoke space in regards to age and mindset, because
Mm-hmm.
it's a big imbalance if you're 15 years older or younger, or 7 years younger under. That's a gap. But if you're a
You're not wrong about that.
yeah, but 2 to 5 years gap, that's a growth space. And this is just my opinion on how relationships could develop the most healthiest. If you That's a growth space where that y'all both can mature with each other and explore with each other effectively. But when that gap is 7 years or more, you're a whole nother era. That the gap is explorative wise is going to be wider, overall. Even if he was outside first, or she could have been outside, her experience is just going to be too big of a gap, and that might be a too big of a emotional gap that by the time y'all bond, it'll get weird, you know.
That makes sense. But to answer your question, no, we are both September Libras.
Yeah, so by y'all being full September Libras, but y'all on two different spectrums. How do y'all choose y'all women though? I know we love women, clearly.
Right now I'm not looking for a relationship, so it is purely all physical right now. Like you look good, that's it. So even though I understand some of them might be ain't shit, honestly, lately I've been avoiding good women who I could tell would make good girlfriends or wifey. I'm like, I don't want to fuck up y'all. You ever just have a girl, she's so good you don't want to fuck her up? Is that weird to say?
It's not weird because you're saving her, but
yeah,
I don't know. I is it one of those things where that sometimes it seems like if she wants to be in your energy, because if y'all get busy, she's there some form of fashion. She's gonna leave her imprint, good or bad.
Yeah, she could probably pull me out of. Like, you ever just want to dedicate yourself to being single, but then you meet a girl who's like, damn, she's relationship
That's gonna be
type.
how I go.
Yeah, but now it's like, man, because I know like certain. That's why sometimes those real good women, I'm like, I don't even want you near me because I'm trying to really be single right now. But that's like you said, how it go. When you dedicate yourself to something, even in success, what come around? Women, aka the devil. I'm joking.
They ain't something else though. I will admit that.
No, I'll say distractions, not the devil. The distractions come around whenever you're trying to focus your mind on any task.
Yeah. So what are your end goals personally and professionally? And I'll start with you, Stubbs.
Personally, to separate myself from the government. And that's also professionally. I mean, I like to be independent. I feel like if you are a man, I feel like if you are a man, you should be able to stand on your own. At some point in your life, you may have to call somebody boss, but at another point in your life, hopefully people are calling you boss. You know, you just have to don't stop rising and getting better and improving on yourself. And that's honestly, personally and professionally. But I also, you know, I definitely I would like to own some land, and I would like to be able to cultivate that land to my liking. Like whether it's an artificial or a real lake on it, I want a lake, you know, throw my own fish in there, have my own, you know, be able to feed myself. If they run out of food in the grocery stores, I'm good. I got a farm in the back.
That makes sense.
That's it. Yeah, that's it for me.
What about you, AD?
Well, let me go back to your first question first. We talking about what you're looking for in a woman. Well, for one, for me,
Yeah.
I don't go by that zodiac signs thing because let me just say this. It's an old joke. They said a good girl is really a bad girl that ain't been caught yet. And I'm just saying. And on top of that too, when it comes to me, I'm not really looking for anything serious right now. But if I just say, let's say if I am, I want to say that I got better at betting a woman because oh so long, I might meet you and I might not meet you, which means that I'm going to see the representative side in you. Now I'm just waiting for that representative to leave. It might take a week, might take a month, might take a year. I don't know. But I just wait for that representative to leave, and so you can show me your real self. Now, a lot of times, that person don't like to act too long before their real face comes into fruition. So that comes with experience from my past relationships because I've been through a lot, I've seen a lot, and it only made me smarter and stronger when it comes to women. But to fast forward to your latest question, you was talking about what's my end goal? To be free. To be free, to fully come back into remembrance like we talked about before, understanding that not only my mind, but everybody's mind has power other than, what we've been taught about who they say we are and what we have to do in the society. Because everything, like I said before, everything that's been said about us and what we have to do is a lie. Look, over the past, I want to say maybe a year or two, I've been really coming back into what you might want to call manifestation. I call it remembrance. We don't have to work at these jobs for 30 plus years just to enjoy our life. Make that make sense? You telling me I gotta slave my life away for 30 years, miss all the birthdays, miss all the trips, miss my whole life just to live one? Make that make sense? It just don't make no sense to me. So that's really when I'm on coming back to myself, finding real freedom, not that whole retire at age 75, because let's say 75 don't get here. Then what? I spend my whole life slaving away? I don't think so. So I'm taking a different path. I'm not with the whole collecting your social security by the time you're 80, because who's to say it's gonna be there when I'm there? So that's what I'm on right now.
I know a bunch of elders who live on fixed income. Is not a beautiful sight because every time inflation go up, they in a bad position.
Technical difficulties.
So
I can't hear nobody.
You can't hear me? AD?
I'm gonna come back.
Okay.
So with that being said, what is it? Well, it's not even what is it. So because of that, have y'all been so this goes into like the part of the 6 that they have us your financial and business habit. And in your financial and business habit,
much better.
There is a place where that you offer savings, and then there's a system of saving, which is most of us should at least go by the 70-30 or 80-20, which is 10% self, 10% self personal development, 10% charity growth, right? And then 80% you live off, or 70-30, 10-10 and 10.
Can I say you want to add another 10 for today though? Because like he said, some people ain't gonna live to see 65, 75. There's a lot of people who are saving money, but you die 28, 25.
Right.
And then it's like, dang, now you didn't get to live. Like even my mom, she even told me like, you saving too much money. start having fun because you don't know what's gonna happen. I'm like, damn, you're right.
Yeah,
And plus,
Now
the
you
money lose
gotta
value
put
every
money
day.
aside for today.
Yeah,
Money
Like, you
lose
don't
value
want a
every
lot
day.
of people retire and all that money they saved up once they hit 65. Now it all has to go into medical because
nah, we don't do that.
So you gotta live for today too.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. But so the 10% self is that. So 10% self,
Okay.
10% self, and you can use that for self or personal development, or fun or entertainment. Then 10% charity, give it away because the law of reciprocity.
Nope.
No
Charity, no.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
Like if I'm giving it to a charity, it's a charity that I own just so I can recoup on taxes. I'm not giving away to no Red Cross. They always be asking you to make a donation. I don't know them kids. I don't make no donation.
I think you got it mixed up between that type of charity and just giving from your heart, because you got somebody who might come to you, with a problem like, hey, can I borrow $1? And they genuine about it. I'll let you have it.
Yeah, I give money, but I have never met a stripper named Charity until I do. No, I'm playing.
Hey,
that's actually a good dance name, though.
She's on
that's
8
a good
miles.
dance name.
She's on 8 Mile in Evergreen. They're always looking for handouts. Support.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Under that bridge, yep.
You know what I'd rather do? When them kids out there selling waters and stuff like that, I'll give to them over a charity.
Oh yeah, we quick to do that. I be trying to keep at least loose change or dollars because I don't use that much. I don't carry that much cash just to see it because I respect that hustle more than anything. Just on the strength of entrepreneurship and self-image, character development as a whole. I definitely do this now. Now, due to the fact that I have to have parental responsibilities, I want to have to give us a quick pause for a minute. So grab her for a minute, and I will be right back. So give me about 10 minutes. Is that cool?
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, cool. I'm just gonna set this on pause. Don't go nowhere. All right.
Yep.
All right. Video in the background to yours because it's on the next episode.
Oh yeah, I did that. I played that other one. I was playing that. Let's see. Okay, let's see. We are good. We are good to go. Okay, good. So we are back in live in action. Y'all see me live, and y'all see the fellas right here officially. The founders, creators of the Takeoff Podcast, where you've been seeing your boy playing in the background, having a great old time. Because I was trying to do a Cat Williams level of sound, clickable energy to it, and they practice the same level of reciprocity by giving me the same type of energy of just giving me so much knowledge, variety, and clarity on different levels of consciousness, awareness, and their preferences in women. Because this is the mind of the exoticpreneur, where your is when reprise light. So as we close out today, I would like to ask you independently, if there was anything that you would want to change about yourself to make yourself better, or identify as something you want to improve on, what would it be? And we're gonna start off with 80.
Put me on the spot.
Yep.
Let me think. I think for myself, to be more patient. Understand that certain things take time. I'm gonna refer that to back to what I'm talking about, coming back into remembrance. Just because it hasn't happened yet, don't mean it won't happen or can't happen. I will also say with me, everything doesn't require a response, and certain things you don't have to take to heart. Because a lot of times people would do things not thinking about it. And that's the problem with, I want to say, people like myself, because people like me were quick to overthink a situation, and it come to find out it wasn't even like it. So that's what I say.
Okay. So not responding. So silence is sometimes the best response, and that giving yourself grace to learn the growth that everything does takes time to grow. It's never instant, even when you want it instant, and that well, I'm reckless. Stubbs.
Hey, what?
What is it that what is it about yourself that you would either change or want to improve upon?
You know that disease where you always think you got a disease?
Oh,
I think it's called Asperger's or something. Yeah, it might be called hypochondria. It's a disease where you always, because every time I read up on WebMD, I'm like, no, I got this, I got that. I would definitely get rid of that in my head. But because I do think I got parasites in my body, so I was like, if I get rid of all
I'm
parasites,
100% sure you got parasites in your body. You ain't got to think about that. That's 100% guaranteed.
hey, well, everybody do, So I'm always doing parasite detoxes, and
yeah. You got
become a
some
better person.
Some shits.
It's all mental shit. Get rid of the doubt.
Literally.
I got doubt too, man. I be doubting myself more than anybody.
About what? You get the
and stage fright and shit. It's all mental shit. All my weaknesses are mental. You don't see this muscle? No.
Hey, I'll definitely agree. It's the mind that starts and ends with, everything else is just a continuation or stagnation is literally your choice.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay, so
and I guess be more of a people person because sometimes my social battery, just, like, you ever have somebody talk to you like, I'm not gonna reply. My social battery sometimes I'm like, even if it's the baddest girl, if I don't feel like talking, I'm not talking.
So you will literally pause them like right then and there, or do you give yourself what you call I guess a timeline of how much interactions you're going to do throughout the day or the week before you just like, I'm over it at this point?
No, sometimes it's just impulse. I just don't feel like talking.
No, okay.
Like you ever just get home from a long day, take a shower, you eat good, you get comfortable, and the girl texts you, pull up, you just like, man, fuck that bitch.
Yeah.
That's I feel like that a lot in conversation. Like, I don't feel like talking, like, because once you get to the point where you don't let women control your schedule, life becomes liberating.
Mm-hmm. So in essence,
Did
your
just roll
freedom
his eyes
is
over
freedom.
Did that nigga just roll his eyes?
What you say?
I don't roll shit. The
I
only
thought AD just rolled his eyes at what I said, like, yeah, right.
What you talking about?
I thought you rolled your eyes, man.
Oh, not at all.
Okay.
Bro, you looking too hard in my eyes, man. What you think I'm Prince?
It's a glint from the TV or something you watching. I saw a roll of your eyes.
You looking too hard into my eyes, bro. I don't get down like that, man.
Rolling his eyes like this nigga lying.
Well, let me just say this. He 90% right, but he 10% on bullshit. I just say that. No.
I appreciate that.
Hey, so what's called a cap? Is this what we say?
Gotta leave room for improvement.
He said there's some cap. There's some fraudulent activity going here.
Well, let me just say this. That's my brother David. But you can't be a vegan if you still eat Oreos.
It's not pork.
But it's Oreos.
Actually, Oreos are vegan. Oreos are vegan.
How?
They don't got dairy in it.
Okay, if I get a pack of Oreos and I look at it. Thank you. I'm gonna look at this stuff. I'll continue.
Well, I support being accountable, but also understand that you gotta balance it out. Cause I get my cheesecake after I do 100 push-ups and
Yes.
and bench press 225 to 240. I will throw that weight up, but I'm gonna get my sugar on. I want like I believe in as hard as we go in, we can take our 10% to give back to ourselves.
And I believe
That's
in
me.
treating sex like a workout. Some people bust a
It
nut
burns calories.
and not
This
even
is
be
true.
sweating. I'm like, you supposed to sweat during if you got your nut and the girl got her orgasm and neither of y'all is sweating, I ain't do shit.
That's true. If she ain't huffing and puffing, then you ain't tap. Has there
I
ever
swear
been
I
an
look like
early tap out
Adrian
moment?
is rolling his eyes, bro, every time.
Why are you looking at my eyes, bro? What is wrong with you?
I'm looking at the full
What are
screen,
you
but
doing
your
looking at
eyes
my
look
eyes?
like this nigga lying.
What is wrong with weirdo? Keep that Diddy energy over there.
He said,
That
"This
nigga
is
looking like
the takeoff."
Nah, you ain't about to compliment me on my nah. Hell no. My eyes.
He said, "This is the takeoff nightcap where we call it cap on everything." Stuff said he just playing games. He out here slaying and not playing.
Hey, I don't know why he worried about my eyes.
nah, because what I'm seeing, bro, like a glint.
Bro, he goes bullshit, but it's all good.
He said no clarity. He said, "Listen, I don't think I said something that his mouth ain't."
Man, I'm not saying anything. Anything against what he's talking about. I'm just more concerned of why is he looking at my eyes.
If that gives my guilty conscience, maybe we help him.
Yeah, so that means you guilty with yourself. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
I'm just saying, I know that's what I'm seeing, bro.
I'm just looking up ingredients of Oreos, and for the most part, you're right. Oreos do not have dairy.
Now, of course they don't. They vegan.
But they have sugar.
What that mean? Sugar come from a plant.
Not all the time. You got refined sugar.
Comes from a plant. From the sugar cane.
So
it's still unhealthy as shit though, but yeah.
So you don't eat at all?
I don't what?
You just eat fish. You don't eat meat. You don't eat any type of red meat. You just eat fish and vegetables. And
the only caveat would possibly be every now and then I do get alligator bite.
They season it the same price chicken nuggets.
No, I ain't even had chicken in like 6 years.
In like 6 years? Oh, you gave up the hormone meat too?
Yeah, I gave up everything, but like once every 3 or 4 months, I'll get alligator bites for fish bones. Mm-hmm. Other than that, and most foods I don't eat either. It's really just shrimp.
Shrimp
and salmon.
So
I do mess with fried salmon too from the Jamaican stuff.
Fried salmon? Okay. So
fried salmon. Yeah. You can say I really am, but I'm a light pescatarian because I don't do it a lot.
Yeah. So
but you eat chocolate chip cookies now. Think about it.
So wait, are you saying that egg is chicken?
He is determined on your. He's like,
are you saying that egg is chicken?
It's dairy.
It's an egg chicken now.
But it's dairy.
It's an egg chicken.
You say you don't eat dairy.
No, yeah, because the lady said she don't put no butter in the cookie.
What about egg? Ain't egg dairy?
Egg is not dairy. Why? How come? You know what dairy means?
You sure about that?
Egg ain't dairy.
You positive about that?
Google it. Egg is not dairy.
What is it?
It's not dairy. It's like boneless chicken.
What?
The egg is boneless chicken.
Let's look this up.
You are not absolute whatever.
Like butter, cheese, milk. That's dairy.
They said dairy comes from the milk of mammals like cows, goats, and sheep.
Exactly.
No, but you
talk about an egg, my nigga.
No, eggs is not dairy. Dairy products of milk, mammals, while eggs are laid by birds.
So if it's a mammal, so technically you eat chicken.
Boneless chicken, yeah.
I ain't fucking with you.
But that's why I do eat cookies from Livernois. I still got a sweet tooth.
Yeah,
that's my guy, man.
We all got a sweet tooth, you know.
I'm not judging you.
You know,
the black honey is my sweet tooth.
The what?
The black honey, the women,
Yes,
the
we love
edible
them.
looking women.
Yes, yes. All praises to the creation of our counterparts. No matter how often we struggle to understand them or get them to comply, we cannot deny we still like that.
Yeah.
That pumpkin pie. You feel me? And with that being said, I want to make sure that they go ahead and see. Make sure y'all go ahead and scan that QR code and like and subscribe and tap into the Takeoff Podcast. These are some very solid and stand up brothers. They are silly as fuck. They are conscious as fuck. And guess what? We get lit as fuck. Make sure y'all take off here. This is the mind of the exotic entrepreneur, where at the end of the day, I need y'all all to stay healthy. Let's all become wealthy. Man, I am Don P. This is AD. That is Stubs. We are together. And at the end of the day, hey, man, become wealthy, y'all. Let's go.